we try to base all our activities on data, and from the first days we built some partnerships with Kiev Institute of Economics and with other think tanks that help us to get the data from the ground, to analyze it precisely, and to base all our decisions on this data. We were able to set up an NGO with the support of profound people from investment and entrepreneurial sphere, both from Ukraine and from Europe, who continuously supported us through the year with donations and connections to their personal network. You can scan QR code to get to our website and check out more information about the founders and how we operate. Moving forward, I think that pretty much everyone who wanted to help Ukraine started with very chaotic humanitarian response, and that's what we did. We invested tremendous amount of time evacuating people, delivering humanitarian aid, supporting children and women with both medical evacuation, psychological support, and jumping on pretty much any request that was coming from Ukrainian government, that was coming from municipalities and people who we know and trust. However, we united in our NGO people who are coming from consulting, business, legal, and financial backgrounds. So we decided that moving forward, we want to focus on opportunities that are non-typical, not standard for NGO and philanthropy sphere. What I'm talking about is that we believe that Ukraine can build its humanitarian response efficiently only if we include investment opportunities in our reconstruction plan, in our plan how to tackle humanitarian needs of children, of women, of vulnerable population. So that's why right now One Ukraine is focused on two primarily areas. The first one is business and investment opportunities with high societal impact. I think that Bernd has pretty much covered our main reconstruction project, so I'll just go through the groundwork that we've been doing together with the team. And impact-oriented projects that are combining hybrid financing, meaning that we are doing some activities that are helping us to channel the funding to cover the activities that we do for free for vulnerable population in Ukraine. So again, Bernd already gave us a long speech, so you pretty much know everything about Gropiers. To add, I would like to say that a lot of work has been invested in proper analysis of current legislation of Ukraine in order to come up with a model that can be implemented efficiently from legal standpoint, from financial standpoint, taking into account statistics, taking into account income of people in Ukraine in order to make sure to build rental model that people can afford. Right now, a colleague of ours is in Ukraine. He's traveling through four oblasts where he's talking to mayors, he's talking to people, and he's checking the landlords. So we are moving very closely to starting the construction process. And we believe that it is important right now to support sustainable initiatives. Of course, first of all, because we are trying to be part of EU, and it is a very important and inevitable step. And second is that we need to rebuild Ukraine in a more inclusive way. And Gropiers technology is providing houses that are wheelchair accessible, which I believe is very important since we are starting to get people who are coming from a front line, people who have been injured, who have been wounded, and unfortunately have become disabled. And we need to create a new society for them where they will be able to live comfortably. So moving forward, we invested time specifically in understanding how we can build the model in a way we can attract other construction companies who can cooperate with us and utilize the model of affordable housing in order to build faster and to reconstruct Ukraine faster. But Bernd has covered pretty much everything, so I'm jumping forward and saying that currently we are looking for both donations and investments, and we will be talking more about our investments plans in the future. Another area that we are focused on, and we have invested a lot of time in both building and analyzing the needs, is mental health. Mental health market is growing in the last decade all over the world, both in the US and in Europe. Unfortunately, it was not that much developed in Ukraine, and huge stigma exists. But however, we understand that demand will be growing, and more services, both digital therapeutics, new medication will be introduced and will be needed to be implemented in Ukraine. However, our primary goal right now is to educate people about mental health, to bring awareness about importance of mental health. And this can only be done when you communicate with people on the ground. That's why we have invested our time into building materials that educate people about mental health, that gives them basic skills to pass through hard times. We interact with social workers, we interact with municipalities, and we provide offline services to women in frontline cities, in 4 frontline cities currently, where they receive mental health support. We're very happy that we're able to reach the population from the most stigmatized group. Our average age is 46 years. Women of 46 years in Mykolaiv and Kharkiv are coming to our services, and they are actually getting help. Again, we're trying to build all our solutions based on data and working closely with the stakeholders. In addition, our mental health program has been supported by Fineo, which is Impact Incubator in Germany. It helped us to develop this program for half a year, and currently we're also working with several German universities where we supply them data on how mental health can be treated and tackled in a war-torn country in real time. And hopefully this data will be helpful to tackle refugee crisis all around the world. In addition to that, we're also looking for partnerships and donations to tackle this problem together. If you want to talk, you can approach me. Very briefly, throughout the course of the NGO existence, we worked a lot with kids. Currently, we also been approached by lots of European organizations that try to do educational projects for Ukrainian children. And this is something that we also do because we know that educational sphere has been impacted tremendously, and supportive education will be needed to conduct reconstruction efficiently, because we will continuously need efficient resources, highly qualified specialists in order to participate in reconstruction of the country that will take decades. That's why one of our projects is done in cooperation with universities in Switzerland and universities in Netherlands, where we provide educational opportunities for children of military members. This is currently done online, but we're also doing some activities and looking for partners who can supply us with locations. In addition to everything that has been said, we are trying to connect Ukrainian businesses, Ukrainian startups with German governmental representatives, representatives of German accelerators and funding specialists. So feel free to reach out if you want to connect and to have this bridge between Germany and Ukraine. We're always very supportive and happy to new introductions. Thank you so much.